Hi everyone, my name is Sameeha Pradeep Sule and I represent the state and the city of Hamburg in India. Today I am in Hamburg at the Hamburg Messe Congress. With me I have Mr. Christoph Lücke. He is the Director of Exhibitions and heads the Maritime Department of the Hamburg Messe Congress. So let's have a quick chat with him. Let's find out more about INMEX SMM happening in India in September 2025 and let's go. Hi Christoph, thank you so much for your time and for this chat.
Hi Sameeha, thank you for having me in this interview and it's great to see you in Hamburg again.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sure.
Okay, let's start. Let's chat a little bit about INMEX SMM. We want to know firstly about what was the history of this partnership between INMEX SMM and SMM in Hamburg.
Sure, I'd be happy to give you a brief historical background. So there used to be two shipbuilding shows in India. Informa exhibitions back then developed INMEX India in 1999, I believe it was, and SMM created a spin-off of SMM in Hamburg, SMM India, in 2009, so about 10 years later. And both show organizers then decided to join forces in 2014 and jointly developed INMEX SMM India. And this show took place for the first time in 2015 in Mumbai. And it has since then developed as South Asia's largest maritime exhibition and conference.
Wow, that's interesting because I think it marks then 10 years of INMEX SMM in India because it's 2025 now.
Well, yeah, we're discussing how old the show actually is, whether we go with 1999 or 2014 or 2015. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a well-established show in South Asia, we can say, definitely.
Definitely, yes. Okay. And when you say it's well established, we are actually seeing remarkable international participation this year, you know. Tell me, what are the factors do you believe are driving this increased global interest at the Indian maritime sector?
Well, first of all, I believe it's India's growing economy and trade volumes that create a very strong demand in shipbuilding. Then at the same time, I would say India is also eager to push sustainable shipping, so that attracts companies that offer sustainable solutions and efficiency solutions for shipbuilding. There are also very ambitious government initiatives. So India is aiming to become a top 5 shipbuilding nation by 2047. And that, of course, also pulls, I would say, foreign investors to India. And last but not least, I think that also the diversification of supply chains plays a role. So as you can see, there are quite a few and different factors that drive the interest in the Indian maritime market.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for this insight because it definitely makes sense now when you connect everything to, you know, the government of India pushing this and also other challenges probably Europe and the rest of the world are facing around maritime. Okay, moving on. Christoph, tell me, the German Pavilion has been a consistent feature at the INMEX SMM in India. What are the unique offerings that visitors will find this year at the German Pavilion?
This year's German Pavilion will be the biggest German pavilion INMEX SMM India has ever seen. So the team has done a tremendous job. I would say the companies that are exhibiting will once again showcase Germany's engineering expertise. So we have companies there like SKF Marine, MMG, Mecklenburger Metallguss, we have Catmos, we have Minimax, and that's only 4 of 17 companies in total.
Right.
So what do they showcase? They showcase state-of-the-art propellers, for example, bearings, digital solutions, and much more. So there's a big variety to be found in the German Pavilion this year.
Wow, we are looking forward to that and a lot of knowledge exchange that comes along with this interaction, you know. Moving on to the next question, Christoph. Are there any specific countries or regions, you know, based on your experience that are showing emerging interest in the Indian maritime sector?
Yes, so in fact we see much more interest from all over the world, I would say. For example, from Eastern Europe. So we have first-time exhibitors from Romania and from Poland.
Okay.
We have one very special exhibitor bringing a national pavilion this year, which is Netherlands Maritime Technology.
Okay, wow.
we see the Greek coming back for the second time, the Greek suppliers, and they are also expanding in size with their pavilion. Korea is coming back, the Korean suppliers with the national pavilion strongly.
Wow.
So that's also a very good sign. And if we look at the future to 2027, we are already in very good discussions with Norway, for example, Denmark and Finland, to also have the Nordic European countries represented more strongly.
Wow, that sounds exciting and interesting, and I'm looking forward to that. While we are on this topic, Christoph, I just want to ask you, what can trade visitors from outside Asia, particularly from Europe, expect at the INMEX SMM happening in India?
So I would say European and also international visitors can expect a very dynamic and fast-growing marketplace. So as already mentioned, India is currently positioning itself as a strong partner in shipbuilding. So I believe that the show is just an ideal platform for networking, for getting to know the market, and also to learn about new innovations. And all of that can be done in the very exciting city of Mumbai. So that's why I also recommend attending.
Yes, definitely. I will totally take this point up about Mumbai, and Mumbai being excited. Also, it is one of the gateways in terms of the maritime sector to the country. So yes, I'm looking forward to that. But before I let you go, I have one last question. And that would be, what advice can you give companies from Europe who were not able to secure a spot this time at INMEX SMM in India, but are of course interested?
Yeah, you're perfectly right. INMEX SMM India is sold out, and it's sold out for the first time. So that also shows the growing interest in the Indian maritime market. And for exhibitors that would like to exhibit in 2027, we recommend, planning early. And ideally, these companies come to attend INMEX SMM India 2025 from 10 to 12 September and book their 2027 stand on site.
That is a great, insightful input and information that you've given. And I would also like to inform all those who are watching, if you are a European company who could not secure your spot at INMEX SMM in India 2025, please come to India in September and secure your spot for 2027. Thank you so much, Christoph, for this quick talk, and it was very insightful. I look forward to seeing your team at INMEX SMM in India in September, and let's keep the conversation going.
Sameeha, thank you very much and enjoy your time in Hamburg.
Thank you so much, Christoph.